Hello and heartily welcome to today's video. Healthy nutrition and for the heart. That's our topic today. My name is Dominika Hanschk and I'm glad that you're here with me. Healthy nutrition is good for our heart. Well, that's pretty clear, right? And what is healthy nutrition? Well, lots of green vegetables or vegetables per se, salads, fruits. That's good healthy nutrition, right? But why is that so? And why is that so important? The thing is that a lot of the common diseases and illnesses that we face today, like heart attack, stroke, high blood pressure, diabetes, insulin resistance, arteriosclerosis, etc., they all have a common cause. One thing that basically interferes with the body as a root cause, and that is unhealthy nutrition. If I have an unhealthy nutrition, then I'm prone to get one of those diseases because my body doesn't have the right nutrients to feel good and do its proper job, so to say, so that we can have a healthy life. Okay? So yes, eating lots of vegetables, salads and fruits is healthy. Why is that so? Well, there are over 600 processes in our body that are supported by the ingredients, the nutrients in vegetables, salads and fruits. What are they? Well, these are minerals, these are the vitamins, and this is fiber, okay? Minerals, vitamins and fiber support our over 600 processes in our body. They support our metabolism. And that's why they are so important. And that's also why they should be the main part of our nutrition. I usually say, well, half of your plate should be vegetables, fruit and salads. Okay? Because this is so important to have on your plate to support the processes in your body. Now, when you look at kind of diets which are good for the heart, you get basically two main ideas that support a good and healthy heart. Okay? There's one idea which is eating lots of complex carbohydrates, and also vegetables, fruits and salads, but eating just a little bit of fat. Just a little bit means about 10%. So this diet comes from Dr. Esselstyn, which has got great studies around this, that this supports a healthy heart, okay? And that means I'm not having any fat other than that fat that comes with natural ingredients, So for example, nuts contain fat. You're eating the nuts, but you're not consuming the oil that's getting produced out of that, okay? You're maybe drinking milk, but you're not using butter or other products that are only fat processed from these ingredients, okay? So you're having the olives, but not the olive oil, You get the idea? So you're eating lots of complex carbohydrates, and fat is really reduced to a bare minimum of 10%. Okay? On the other hand, you have this other idea, and that's usually more for people who have problems that are also associated with heart problems, usually like diabetes, like high blood pressure, and this kind of stuff. They usually fit better into this kind of diet, and that is you can have healthy fats, but you're keeping out the carbohydrates, okay? So you're not having any rice, any potatoes, any wheats, having bread, having cereals, this kind of stuff. You're leaving that completely out. So you're mainly eating vegetables, salads, fruits, and then a healthy kind of fat, a healthy kind of protein to support your nutrition. Okay, so there are studies for both of these kind of like diets that they're healthy for the heart. Okay, why is that so? Well, here we have lots of carbs, but just little fat, so the body can really run with the carb cycle and really get the energy from it. Yeah, and on the other hand, we have here the body running on fat, running in ketosis, which is also healthy, but then we have to leave the carbs out. Okay, and here comes the funny thing: nature does not have a single product which contains a lot of carbs and a lot of fat at the same time. Isn't that funny? So if we eat naturally and eat the stuff that we see in nature, just how it is intended, we either are on the carb side or on the fat side. It's not combined. Only humankind was able to actually say, oh, sugar tastes nice, it's cool. Oh, fat tastes nice, it's cool. Let's combine them to another product. Okay? So try to eat naturally. Okay? So apples contain a bit of sugar, but they don't contain fat. Avocados contain fat, but they don't contain sugar. Yeah? So you get the idea. Eat naturally, because then it's easier to have a healthy diet. Okay, cool. But there are two other things I want to talk about with regards to a healthy diet, and I want to show you some studies alongside to understand that in more detail. One thing that's very, very good for a healthy heart is vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin. And why is that the case? Well, vitamin D is so vital for our body. Yeah, it helps our immune system. It helps us feeling great. Yeah, there are so many functions within the body which rely on vitamin D, and also the heart is really requiring vitamin D. And there's a really, really funny story or a study where they have actually had a group getting vitamin D and another group, the placebo group, not getting vitamin D. And those people had problems with their heart. Basically, they weren't able to, the throughput of the heart was kind of like diminished. Yeah. So the people who got the vitamin D actually experienced within 6 months an increase of about 7% in the throughput of the heart. Now you might think, well, 7% isn't that much, is it? Well, at the same time, the placebo group actually had a deterioration by 4%. So in total, actually, the difference between the two groups was 11%. Okay? An 11% decrease or increase in blood throughput through the heart actually means the difference between somebody being able to get up the stairs on their own and not being able to get up the stairs because it's just so difficult that they can't do it because the heart is not able to support this kind of exercise. And that's amazing, isn't it? Just by giving vitamin D. But very important is here that you need vitamin D every single day. Some people they are quite good in getting vitamin D and getting the blood levels of vitamin D up to a certain point, which is good. But it's also important to give vitamin D every single day because our heart needs a special kind of vitamin D, and that is only available when you take it for about a day. Yes, and then the body actually transforms it in a different kind of vitamin D, which isn't useful for the heart anymore. Okay? So it's important to have a daily intake of about 5,000 international units of vitamin D per day to keep our heart healthy and our body. Okay, that's one thing. The other thing I want to share is about omega-3. Omega-3 fatty acids are also vital for a healthy heart. Okay, the study I'm referencing here is a study where they actually took people which had already had a heart attack. Okay, so they already suffered a heart attack, and now they took this group and divided it in two. One group actually got about 2 grams of omega-3 fatty acids every single day, and the placebo group got something else. Okay, and now they compared the two groups after the study concluded, and they found that the group which actually took omega-3 every single day had 50% less new heart attacks or new problems with the heart. 50% less. Now, do you get this? If you take your omega-3 every single day, you reduce the risk of having a second heart attack or any other heart problem. But you can take that even further. You can actually prevent a heart attack by taking your omega-3 fatty acids. Isn't that amazing? You can actually prevent a heart attack if you take omega-3 fatty acids. And that's really, really important. But there's one thing we have to understand. Omega-3 fatty acids are available in plants, like for example in linseeds, in some seeds like chia seeds. I put that in the description. I'm not coming with the English word now. But in some seeds we have the omega-3 fatty acids. The problem is that our body can only transform 1% of the plant-based omega-3 fatty acids into the higher fatty acids called EPA and DHA. Okay? And for actually the healthy heart, we need EPA and DHA. So we need to actually consume EPA and DHA, and the things that we can consume for that are, for example, an algae oil or a fish oil. Yeah? And we need something that contains 2 grams of omega-3 fatty acids every single day to have a healthy heart. So yeah, that's it, basically what I wanted to tell you. Let's just summarize this quickly again. So for a healthy heart, it's obviously so important to have a healthy diet. And there are 2 kind of like main diets which are deemed healthy for the heart. One is that we're eating complex carbohydrates, vegetables, fruits, and fats only from nuts and seeds or natural products like avocado, which have fat. Okay. On the other hand, we actually have as a baseline vegetables, fruit, salads combined with a good source of fat, a good source of protein, but just a little bit of carbs. So that means no breads, no cereals, no rice, no potatoes, no pasta, because that contains a lot of carbohydrates and that would be counterproductive. Okay, so usually people who have already problems with the heart, who have diabetes, who have high blood pressure, they are usually finding it easier to choose this kind of diet. Okay, the other thing that's really, really important for a healthy heart are vitamin D and omega-3 fatty acids. Vitamin D, yes, because it helps the heart to do its job, and I would recommend 5,000 international units per day to keep the heart healthy. And on the other hand, that omega-3 fatty acids, but important thing, it has to be EPA, DHA, so you need to consume a good algae oil or a good omega-3 fish oil to get the recommended 2 grams per day. Okay, I hope I could give you some important information so that you have got some idea what you can do for a healthy heart. And I hope to see you soon when we do the next video, and that will be on exercising for a healthy heart. Bye bye for now. I see you next time.